Hawkeye's signature ability is broken. The golden battle chips boost is dead. What's going on with Alliance gifting restrictions, and a real wholesome story for Slayer of Gods. Yes, everybody, strap yourself in, get some popcorn, put up your feet, because we got a spicy one today. And also make sure to hit the subscribe button as well, hit the like button for the channel. Trying to hit 61,000 subscribers at the end of the month. Let's try and do that, especially because it's the 1st of December. Hashtag let's go. And also a special thank you to everybody that supports the channel as a Patreon and as well as a YouTube member. You're on the screen now. Thank you ever so much for the support. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. If you've got an Amazon Prime account and you want to give a free Twitch sub, you can do. And it doesn't have to be to myself, but it massively supports me as a creator if you could do that. Thanks to those that give tier 1 subs, tier 2 subs, bits and donations. Hopefully with a time frame, I should be live streaming some Cavalier difficulty later on today, but we'll see. Now, as I said earlier, there's a problem with Hawkeye. Yes, indeedy. The problem isn't around his signature ability. You can see, like, here's a screenshot right here. In 41 signatures, he's got a physical resistance, reduces physical resistance, that is, by 2,533.03 for this player. But that it's with level 40, it's a case that he reduces resistance by 2,539.56. So you can see that the higher the signature you go, the less of the reduction of physical resistance. So this does indeed constitute a problem with Hawkeye. But the Kabam team confirming as of early this morning UK time and late Canadian time, there is currently an issue affecting Hawkeye's signature ability, and it's causing the physical resistance reduction. It provides to scale incorrectly as the ability increase in level. The team is working on a fix and this issue and is aiming to implement it as soon as possible. So it could be a case that this is live now, coming live soon, but if you're wondering why as soon as you add more signatures it's not doing better, then yeah, that's the reason why. Next up, and let's go wholesome with this wholesome story. So as a lot of you know, Slayer of Gods is very much known for Cosmic Ghost Rider, but that 6-star one for the last, I think it was like year or more, has eluded his clutches. And if you've seen a stream very recently, you'll know that that is not the case anymore. Here is this indeed glorious moment where he kind of like scrapes across, goes across, picks the champion up, and there it is. A champion that he's wanted for a very long time, and especially to create content with and stuff. There is like a wholesome story like further behind this, in that there's, if anybody doesn't know like how the super chat system works, that somebody very kindly super chatted money to Slayer of Gods, but technically he wouldn't get it until say the end part of the month. Actually no, I think it's the following month. He wouldn't get it until like December time, and it's like saying, right, well, he wouldn't be able to pay for the deal because it's still a very expensive deal. That's 18,000 units to get one singular champion that you want to get, and that's just like, you know, it is what it is. So the person I think then donated, which is direct, like via PayPal, it's instant and the person gets it. So it kind of takes out the waiting period, because these deals would not be available in a month's time. So yeah, you can see like this was a great and nice wholesome moment. So it was always good to have these kind of moments shared. So yeah, good to see. Now we go into the very spicy, very important zone of coverage. Let's kick things off with, as a lot of us have inquired about, the golden battle chips boost. Something that has been there for, you know, a long time. A lot of these like events over the last year, several years, and something that a lot of players look forward to. They're changing, and they're not going to be around anymore. The gold boost normally looks like this and sits in the top when you click your profile picture. And a lot of us noticed in the announcement that there was nothing really mentioned about the anniversary boost. So that's disappointing. There was stuff mentioned about the trade-in store and some of the other events that tie into the anniversary, or the 7th year anniversary, but yeah, nothing about this boost. And Kabam Mike's response to all of this on the 29th of November was, "Don't worry, summoners. There won't be a boost this year. There won't be." I mean, how can you put like "don't worry, summoners" in there? Don't worry, summoners. There won't be a boost this year. But it's because we're still hammering down the details on something else. If you've been sitting on gold crystals, keep holding on to them. And that's just like part of it though, because here's the thing, it's all about like as well the battle chips, because it's not, I just know I want some extra battle chips. That's another thing of going like, right, well I want to go and grind an arena. Now maybe that the dethroned event adds in or plays into that, but that was the thing I loved about, you know, December time, Christmas time, is being able to actually have time that I'm not kind of recording content and I can actually play games without having to kind of make, you know, loads of videos. I could sit down and enjoy the game the way that I kind of like doing it, which was kind of grinding out a lot of arena over the winter period, and especially when it comes to the boost being on. And yeah, just chilling out. But unfortunately for those 7 days of that anniversary from the 10th towards the 17th, there doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of boost. So what are Kabam planning to do in its stead? Well, yesterday it was announced that the permanent boost to gold in gold and arena crystals starting December 10th. So as of December 10th, we will be permanently increasing the amount of gold in all gold and arena crystals by approximately 30%. This means a boost to the gold found in golden crystals, greater golden crystals, uncollected golden crystals, pool gold crystals, no fool-in pools gold crystals, arena crystals, uncollected arena crystals, and Thronebreaker arena crystals. So that's really, really good to see that there is a permanent change, not just like a temporary, but permanent. But as I said, like my sad side of things is the other boost. So like the battle chip boost, like will they kind of like do away with this? Is this boost here dead? This must be the one that's kind of like well, it's not mentioned, but this is the one I think that is very important. And maybe if like, you know, I would say it would have been nice if this could be rolled out more over December for a longer period rather than the 10th to the 17th. But the thing is, I don't think this is actually going to come out. I really would like it to, but I just don't think Kabam are going to be doing it in any time in the future. And nothing further is mentioned. I'm going to try and see if I can get an answer about that one. But yeah, Kabam go further to say, we also know this means that other crystals that contain gold and selling ISO 8 does not get a boost anymore, but we hope to make up for it with a larger boost to the gold amounts that you can expect from the boost. I'm happy about this, I am, because the problem is I've got a lot of champions to rank 3 is 6 stars, and I'm running out of gold. You know, I'm running out of gold as soon as I can grab it. And maybe that's because I don't kind of grind out arena that much, and maybe because I don't do incursions, so maybe I'm my own worst enemy. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it's nice to go, right, well, I do more questing, so therefore do I get like better opportunities with that. So there's pluses and minuses, especially because you have to get like arena done for battle chips in order to kind of get things like the arena crystal elements done for it. So it is, again, like there's some good in this, but there are some issues that I'd say need to be kind of like addressed further, mainly with the battle chips. I want my battle chips boost. And now moving on to a very important story, which is the gifting event. So something that, as we all know, the restrictions are in. If you kind of look at the time frame of the restrictions, it's like the 20th of November has been fine for some, especially if you started creating an old account in the kind of what is it, like the 5-day build up since it was kind of mentioned as an exploit. But if you made an account 20th of November after, then it does become problematic, and you then have to put in a better way to pick up units for the gifting event. FYI, I've put together a grind guide for units in December, which is going to drop tomorrow. I'm just kind of hashing out some last bits on that, but it's a really cool video and looks at a really kind of cool grind process from a low end, from a non-arena end, and higher grind elements to it. So like, look out for that video tomorrow. I'm really happy with how it came out. But the problem is restrictions. Okay, there's some really kind of problematic restrictions, mainly with Alliance, which is causing a lot of confusion and stuff Kabam really need to clarify. Now, I did a video on this on Monday explaining the extent of like how these restrictions seem to be not properly explained, mainly with the Alliance side of things. I think people understand the solo, but when it comes to the Alliance and how these 14 days work, in a nutshell, basically what I'm trying to say is that in that video, the TLDIs, here's the 20th of December right here. Are these 14 days represented by, so let's just say, my ring here? Is it 14 days prior to or post the 20th of December cutoff that then the restrictions are going to be in place. So you leave an alliance on the 8th or 9th of December after you get your Alliance War season rewards, and there's the 14 days, or is it case when it's the 20th, that is the point the 14 days start running for the alliance swapping element to it and narrative, and it's just finding out some other restrictions as well. But the main thing about this gifting event is that we don't have the full bits of information. Where previous years, like 2020, Joy to the Ham, when that release notes came out on December 1st, 2020, we had the info about what the rank rewards were going to be, what was in the solo milestones. I don't know if we had what was in the greater gifting crystal, but it's still something that you know, we're still looking to get that element of info. So yeah, lots still to come with this, but the main thing is what is going on with this alliance restrictions, especially because we don't have the full gifting event forum thread or even in-game post on the matter. So Kabam Mike has indeed answered against all of this by saying, this was yesterday, I know there's a bunch of questions about the 14-day Alliance membership clause to gifting. We're not ignoring your questions, just making sure we have the right information. We'll update you all as soon as we have it ready and plan to do it as soon as we can. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, they have to know exactly they have to do exactly like how they're going to do this, because they can't just say, oh, it's 14 days prior to the event starting on the 20th, or it's a case it goes it overlaps the event, because then that's another thing as well, going like, well, if you're not in the respective alliance you want to be in prior to the event starting, is that something that is going to cause you more harm than good? Because the thing is, it can come to like 20th of December and you're gifting away like an absolute G and finding out that then, hey, I'm not putting any points in and I'm not getting anything back. So it's like, Kabam need to be sure, because it will look like worse for them than ever when it's players going like, look, you know, you said this, Kabam, and you got it wrong, and it's now cost me a lot. Because that's the thing, gifting is relatively important to players from what they can get back. So expect a lot of information dropping from the channel in the coming weeks. December's going to be a very busy old time, so hopefully, you know, you're on for the ride as we push to kind of have a fun December. Now we end on a Wednesday as we normally do with arena predictions. Now it's very difficult because there's not any featured arena information except the basic, which we know of, and that is that Purgatory is coming in on the 2nd of December, so tomorrow. So I've done the best I can to kind of, I don't know, retrospectively guess what the feature's going to be, but you know, I've got predictions for Purgatory. So I'm going with Purgatory as a 6-star being 55 mil. I think that's fair, especially with how other basic arenas have literally been going. I mean, if we look at the previous one that we just had results of, that the 6-star was going for about 65 mil, getting close to like, I think 55 mil kind of marker with that. So I think it's fair, especially for a champion that's not excessively hyped as Purgatory is, but it's still a good enough champion. 5-star, 22 mil. And then the featured, if it's going to be something like Hawkeye Joe Fix It, 120 mil seems fair. Just be ridiculous if people are putting like exponential amounts of points into something that's, you know, buff champion. But it's, you know, a lot of people have the champion currently. But those have been my predictions. Also, fair warning, it is update day today, so expect a load of content from myself covering lots of different things from this month's stuff, and then I'm going to try and work on things like the Cavalier cheat sheet, and then do a boss breakdown. So yeah, you'll have all that stuff hopefully dropping tomorrow and Friday, especially because it says we've got, like, as I said, we've got like this really kind of cool unit grind video for main accounts. If you've got alt accounts that are able to do gifting, great, but those as well want to find low grind and non-arena options to grab units to invest into their grind into the gifting event. So that video is dropping tomorrow, so look out for that. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out some other content located on screen right about now, and I'll see you in the next video posted today. It's going to be a spicy day, y'all.